Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome back to my channel where we are currently building a trailer that is going to be turned into a RV or a tiny house or bedroom on wheels or whatever you guys want to call it is fine. Give me some comments in the comments below. What do you think we should call this project? So, during the weekend I had an opportunity to go take apart a different trailer, a small welding trailer that was pretty much building materials for this one. We have managed to capture some shots of it. But this is pretty much the frame of that other trailer. I did get a couple of small other parts like this jack here, which I need to check if it works or not. But yeah, pretty much today we're gonna continue with this one. Now the first thing on the agenda is to chop that frame up to pieces that are usable, and that's what I'm gonna do next. Alright YouTube, well, I got some work to do. You guys stay put, enjoy watching. Got this metal pole here. See if that will do the trick. Come on. Don't think it over. Oh, it did. Look at that. Say it again. It proves that physics is everything. Alright, so what am I doing while I'm doubling up blades? Well, it has occurred to me that these guys have two different size holes. Now this one fits very well, this one does not. Now, in this case, what happens is, if I put this one on this end of the grinder, there is a small space, a gap between the disc and the locking nut, which doesn't give it a solid base in the back, and that could be part of my problem. So what I'm doing is I'm doubling up the blades to create a nice leveled area for the second blade to sit on. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about the moment I bring you closer and zoom in a little bit. So I don't know if you can see that right there. That's where the disc or the blade rests on. Now, if I do this, as you can see, it doesn't rest on it. All it has is this small ring here, which is not a good idea. So what I'm attempting to do is just give it a better resting area on top of the new mounted surface, I guess you can call it. And I can definitely tell you that it feels much better when it's like this. The only problem with that is you've got a double blade here, which I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. I guess we'll discover when I go back to work with it, which is going to be a minute or two. Now, that is not going to prevent this, but I do think it's going to be a lot safer to work with it like this because it has a nice rest in the back to sit on. Alright, back to this thing. I honestly think this is a waste of time, but Dawn likes that I recycle stuff. I think we should have just spent the money and bought new materials. Alright, YouTube. It was a very noble idea to buy used materials and try to chop them up to use them for this trailer. Again, it was a noble idea, not a practical one. The amount of time it's going to take me to disassemble this trailer to materials or straight beams that are actually usable is enormous. And the reason is to cut each and every one of those welding seams is going to take half an hour for each seam, and we're talking about, well, I don't know how many, but a lot of them. So just as a tribute for this, I'm going to cut this part. I might be able to use this, that, and that other beam I cut, but that's about it. Everything else is not really usable unless I need a specific frame for something. I don't see it happening. See, these parts of the trailer I don't know how practical it will be to use them, because again, it's all welded together, and breaking the seams between each piece is going to take a very long time. It would have been nice to have this as material, because it wouldn't be bad material. It's short, but still usable for short applications. But the point is, yeah, noble doesn't always mean practical. Like, two pieces like this would be excellent. Again, the problem is, well, breaking the seams on welds, not very practical. I might just do it on this, because this metal is relatively clean. Doesn't have many things poking out of it like the other ones. However, it will take me quite a bit of time to cut the seams on this thing. I think about quitting this. This is just not practical at all. This is just too much work for nothing. Alright. You know what? I was wrong. This wasn't a good idea. Buying a trailer for materials is a terrible idea. Not to be done again. I'm gonna quit, put this materials on the side, and when it's time for cleanup, I'll take it to the dump with a lot of other stuff. This is completely impractical. So another item that we got from that waste of time trailer, let's call it that because that's what it was. And if this one pans out, it's not such a waste of time. But the other item that we got was this telescope jack, which looks pretty decent. Like it could lift a little bit of weight. However, I don't know if it works. I don't know how to really operate it. And I'm going to attempt to figure that out here on camera. I am not sure how this thing works. It looks like it's jammed. But before I even continue, I'm going to take this thing out, this thing out. These might be usable for something. These are clean angled iron L brackets, whatever you want to call them. Has nice set of bolts on it. These bolts are pretty much useful in anything. Alright. Today has been a complete waste of time. I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm gonna pack up, take a shower, and go plan this thing, maybe edit some, because this is just nothing. This is a waste of time.